China. I'm throwing them about the air. What? Come on, get in. You ain't giving this over. Try to just documentary. Come on. Give me one more time. Mister, don't you got a documentary documentary? Mister Romero. Hey, I'm gonna do this one about food. Right here. What you want to do? I don't see nothing No, you nasty.
Reese, get up, please. Thanks.
I'm gonna do it.
Right. So we've been right in the middle of our journalism unit, and I guess my first question to you is like, how familiar were you with the word journalism when we started this unit?
Well, not really familiar, because the only thing I thought journalism was like being a news reporter and like telling the news, writing newspapers.
Were you a news reader before this unit started?
Not really, because my mom had like the Channel 6 news app on her phone, and she just made me read stuff on there.
Also, your mom encouraged you to read some news? Like, what's your favorite type of news to read about?
Sports news and current event news.
Things happening around town, happening around Philly?
Yes.
How about you? Did you know what journalism was before we started this unit?
No, I didn't really know what journalism was. I just thought it was like what he kind of said, like something you would like, call a reporter or whatever.
So you thought it was just something about being a reporter?
Journalism, I did not know a lot of stuff. I was just like, because at my old school, they would give us work like this, but then they would just ask us to ask our parents and come back with the answers that they said.
So you never had a chance to actually do your own report?
Yeah.
And what did you know about news and journalism before we got started?
Well, I knew about news, but I never knew about journalism.
So do you realize that journalism is now kind of like, what's the news, what's happening now?
Yeah.
Where's my book bag?
Yes.
It's right there. I'm gonna do it in this, and then I'm gonna put it in my book later.
Mr. Romero, can you make one of them videos? Both. You say it again? Stop.
I'm gonna go help William. Me and William.
William, do you think you can hear? Do you think you just?
I left my job.
You're not interviewing someone?
I don't have.
Interview him, and let him interview you.
I love it
You love it? Why do you love it?
because you get to learn new things and teach people those things.
What's been a skill that you think you've learned by studying this unit that you think is a real useful skill?
The inverted pyramid.
The inverted pyramid? It's how to tell the story from the who, what, where, when, why, and how. So you tell it first and then you give all the details. How might you use that again in the future?
Like probably around 7th or 8th grade, like writing an essay or whatever.
So you might, in fact, yesterday we talked about a different type of structure. You remember that structure? It wasn't the inverted pyramid. What was it called?
The hourglass.
The hourglass. Are you using the hourglass structure to do your story? I know you seem to be very excited about it. What's the second part of the hourglass then? What does it do?
Basically, instead of making the inverted pyramid and writing a conclusion at the end, you would either write a story or a turning point.
So you do a turning point and follow it up with some story?
Yes.
So now when you sit down, because you say you like to read some of the news that you're on your mom's phone, when you sit down, do you actually realize, oh, here's the lead? Here's are you starting to recognize things like that?
Yes.
Or here's a fact and here's a quote from somebody? Are these things that are becoming obvious to you as you read a newspaper now?
That'd be the best.
What story are you working on? What kind of game?
PS4 and Xbox.
What about them?
Which one is better, and are they overpriced?
Awesome. What are you working on? Oh, I love your story. Isn't your story about Marvel better than DC? The story is, which superhero... Did you interview anyone yet?
I'm interviewing Christian. I wrote his name right here. I'm gonna write the next person's name that I'm gonna interview.
Well, go talk to someone. Go ahead. Good job. Wait a minute. I want to see. Is this the Christian that you're about to interview? Can I record you doing the interview?
I did one question.
Okay. Go ahead. Go.
I need my microphone.
All right. Have a seat.
When was Christian here? That's my phone. I'm on the topic.
Okay. So Jeremiah, what do you need?
I need help with my facts.
Okay. So what's your lead? What are you trying to discuss here?
I'm trying to discuss how the people that invent tech try to make high price technology so that you guys will buy it because our old technology gets boring.
Oh, okay. So now you're trying to find some facts to support that.
Yeah.
So when I say a fact that supports your lead, it means that you need to go somewhere and find out some information that proves your point, that the
So,
technology
I
that's coming.
just-
So have you tried doing a search? Have you gone on Google.com? Did you go to Yahoo? Did you go to Ask? Okay, did you find some new technology?
I could just find it and look at the price.
And look at the price. And that already might be proof of how much you have to spend for some of this new technology.
I'm
Does that
gonna
make
write
sense?
3 facts.
That's not bad, but then you gotta get some cool. DJ, have you enjoyed doing this unit?
Yes, because he said we get to interview people and we get to use our own ideas for our own interview in journalism.
So you had a chance to pick your own stories and your own topics? Lunch is going to be delayed. Hey, Shaquin, what are you working on again?
I'm working on top 10 summer video games.
And what are you working on, Adrian?
Upcoming Xbox games.
So you guys kind of have a similar topic.
Yep.
But you're focusing on the summer and you're focusing just on Xbox. Are you doing video games too, or do you have a different topic?
No, I'm working on healthy foods.
On what, healthy foods?
Yes.
Do you eat healthy yourself?
No.
No. Is this research helping you focus on some of your healthy eating?
No.
No? Where are you now? What website are you on now?
I'm on Google Drive.
Did you already share that with your teacher?
Yes.
Did he already try to scare you by typing on there while you were typing?
Yes.
Ah, that teacher.
Alright, the thing that I did was YouTube versus movies. So far, the feedback that I got back is most people like YouTube. I think more people like YouTube than movies because on YouTube you can watch more stuff than movies. Like when movies over, you can't really do nothing but watch another one. But on YouTube, like you can listen to music and that stuff. So far I'm getting right now is that people like more YouTube than movies. That's what I got so far right now.
So right now we're looking for some feedback. For people who want to give positive feedback, please call on someone.
Sabria!
I agree with what he said. I do watch YouTube. I watch YouTube a lot. Like, you can get movies on there. Even the movies you see in the movie theaters, you can get them on YouTube for free. So why go to the movies and watch a movie? You can watch it on YouTube for free. That's my point.
Wait.
Feedback.
But all the movies that you see that's cheap in the movies, they not always on YouTube. Like the good movies, they not on YouTube.
Right. Even when it is a good movie, it's a game for it.
Are you going to be able to finish your project? Do you feel confident?
If my computer would just work with me.
Your computer at home or your computer at school? What about in school? Do you have access to a computer here?
Not really.
Not as much as you would like to. Do you have any access to it? Little? So you're thinking if you had access to more computers, more technology, that you would feel more confident that you'd be able to finish this? Yes. Karan, what are you working on? What's your journalism piece?
Mortal Kombat.
What are you talking about Mortal Kombat? What are you researching?
I don't know. Who got the best mentality?
They have the best what?
Who got the best brutality?
Brutality. So are you researching violence in video games?
Yeah.
Have you found any articles that talk about it? Because that looks pretty violent to me.
Yeah, it is. I have the game.
So look, I think your next thing is to go to Google and see if there have been any articles written on violence in video games. So can you Can you leave that screen open like on the side and go to Google? You can leave two things open at once. Can I show you how? Look, just. So Dominic, what are you working on?
Is do violent games making our kids violent?
What do you have you found anything already that might say yes or no?
No.
Not yet. So what do you play violent games?
Yes.
Are you a violent person?
Yes.
So you might be an example of what we're talking about, or do you just happen to be violent and it has nothing to do with the game? You just happen to be violent? Okay, well I'm looking forward to checking back with you later, okay? Good luck with that. What's your story?
Oh, mine is about healthy eating.
Healthy eating? And I think I've asked you this once before in the video. Are you eating healthy, or are you starting to think about healthy eating now that you're working on
starting
it?
to think about it.
It's a good start if you're at least thinking about it. And do you think you're going to be successful in completing your story?
Yes.
Yes, because I know sometimes many people start an assignment and then they kind of lose interest, but you're not losing interest in it. Is it because you picked something that you really liked?
Yeah.
Think? How about you? You think you're going to finish your assignment on? Wait, don't remind me. There are so many stories people are working on. Xbox versus PlayStation. Yes. You think you're going to be able to finish?
Yeah.
Did you already start typing it?
Yes.
How are you typing it? Are you using a word processor? How are you getting it done?
I'm using Google Drive.
Google Drive? Is that something that you knew about before we started journalism?
No.
So through journalism, you also found out about Google Drive and how it works?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sharing documents with other people?
Yep.
Oh, awesome. So you guys are really on your way to being incredible 7th and 8th grade students. Is there anything you want to say just to either talk about journalism or any final thoughts on this whole unit? Should I do it again next year?
Probably.
Yeah.
Should I do it at the end of the year like we're doing now? Should it be something that gets done earlier, in the middle? What do you think?
I think it should be done in the beginning of the year.
How come?
So, like, learn about other stuff at the end or in the middle.
Oh, so you're saying do it in the beginning so then we can actually keep adding to it.
Yep.
What's one thing you wish we had more of to make this easier for us to do?
More technology.
More technology?
Yeah.
Because I know right now we have like one computer card and we have to share. We have 4 computers in the room, which isn't bad, but there's like 20-something students. Yep. So if we had more technology, you think that would probably be helpful in school?
Yes.
Any last words before we go? No? Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate working with you so far. Thank you.
Wait. I had my eye.
What are you researching?
On Disney World Horror Stories.
What's your article about?
Saving money at Disney World.
Cool. What are you researching?
Miami water.
What about Miami water?
The oceans.
What about the ocean?
Is the water clear? Is it nice? Is it fun to play in? Is it hot? Is it cold?
Wow, sounds like an interesting article. What are you researching?
Will robots improve the future?
I like that idea. What are you researching? What are you researching?
I'm researching dirt bikes, and since my uncle rides bikes, I'm researching him.
So you're researching your uncle who rides dirt bikes. Nice. What are you researching, Mama?
Basketball.
What about basketball? Movies?
Yeah.
The best basketball movies?
Yeah.
Did you find love in basketball yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to give you one you might love. You know what the name of it is?
Glory.
Oh. Look it up. Look it up.
Nah, have you seen Glory Road?
Yeah. What are you researching?
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls?
How they different about their phones.
How they differ with the... I like that idea. What are you researching?
I'm researching about Philadelphia, like will the future, the kids in Philadelphia protect or destroy the future based on Philadelphia schools.
That's deep. That's so deep. What are you researching?
I'm researching on
You're researching what?
what do people use the mall for other than the mall?
What do people use to shop other than a mall? Also, different places to shop other than a mall. Kind of like a mom and pop operation. Would you like to share your research topic, or do you have one yet? No? Not yet? Okay, I'll pass up. Would you like to share your research topic?
Yes.
What are you working on?
I'm researching how teenagers use their phones versus how adults use their phones.
Oh, you mean like the way I'm using my phone now as a movie camera? Do you use yours as a movie camera too?
No.
Not always? So this is a great example. Hey guys, what do you call people like yourself No, what do you call people like yourself who citizen journalists? Good job. So let me ask, are you doing research now?
I went to Google, then I looked up how will the internet interfere with movie theaters in the future?
And what are you finding out? What do you think is going to happen? Will the internet take over movie theaters soon?
Yeah, because you know how when we got Netflix and stuff. We got Netflix, and you don't really need cable in your house if you got an Xbox, and you can buy Netflix on your Xbox, so you won't have to buy cable. And
so how long do you think before Netflix replaces the movie theater? 10 years, 15 years? What do you think? 10 years? I guess we'll have to see. Continue on with your work. You're doing really well. What are you researching now?
Physics.
Physics. Explain to me.
Gaming physics.
What is it?
Gaming physics.
Gaming physics. What do you mean by that?
The speed of which a weapon travels in the game. The way how the character bends.
But wait a minute. Is this your research for journalism, or is this just your personal research?
Both.
Both? So what are you writing about?
I just told you. The physics of games.
The physics of video games. Okay, that sounds exciting. I'm looking forward to reading that. What are you working on?
Homeschool.
Homeschooling? Is homeschooling successful? Have you found anything out yet? You don't know yet? So you're right in the middle of your research? All right, I hope that when it comes out, we can publish it, or we can maybe make a video out of it. What are you researching, sir?
All right, so I'm researching another movie. It's called The Fast and Furious 9 because, well, Paul Walker died in a few months after Fast and Furious 6, so I continue in the series until something happens.
So you don't know whether or not how the series is going to continue. That's your question? Will it be successful?
Right.
Thank you. Percentage-wise, how many students do you think are actually doing their best as opposed to students who are just fooling around?
14.5%.
What's that percentage?
14.5.
14.5. You have to figure. For the 14.5 people are taking it seriously?
No.
You think it's higher than that? Because 14.5 is pretty low.
No, because you said the clowns, but some of the clowns they like doing it.
Oh, so they're clowning around, but they're still doing it.
Yeah, like Shamir and stuff.
We don't have to put names out there. That's fine.
Oh.
Like it's because it's like fun. It's what you want to do about. Like some kids play basketball, they want to do about basketball. Some kids like violent games, so I'm going to do about violent games.
So is that your topic? Are you doing a research on violent games?
Yes.
So what is it that you research?
Is violent games making our kids violent, or is our kids making violent games?
Oh, so kind of like which came first, violent games or violent kids?
Yes.
That's a real good topic. Can I ask you, do you think you're going to be able to finish it? Would you be able to have it done and be able to publish within the next week and a half, let's say?
Probably not.
Probably not. Why?
Because I have a lot of things to do, and I didn't start halfway yet. I'm still on the topic.
So are you more than halfway through?
No.
All right, so you think that you may not finish due to time issue. Go. So how do you feel about journalism? What were you saying?
I don't like journalism. It's corny. It's not fun.
Why not?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's not fun. It's corny.
And what were you arguing?
It's amazing.
Why?
Because
it's not amazing.
Well, let her try to explain it to you. Tell her.
Because you get paid. You get paid.
Who cares if we get paid? We get paid either way.
You get to learn new things.
Who cares about being a journalism? Like, he's old enough. He's like 50 years old now.
Yeah.
Late 40s.
And what does that have to do with journalism?
Like, you like journalism. Like, you into reading books now. Of course I like reading books, but why do we have to do this? So, like, it's too much. It's stressing our brains out.
But she's not 40. She likes journalism and she's only your age.
How can you like journalism? It's fun. It's not fun. Listen, we always say journalism is fun, but I don't get how it's fun.
Did you research something that you were interested in?
Yes.
What was it?
Pool safety.
Actually, I like your research. I always use it as an example of...
Pool safety?
Yeah, I use it as an example of how important timing is to write an article that is just the right time for it. So with summer coming up, writing an article about pool safety is actually very timely. So you were doing a good job at it. So, but you still don't like it, even though you were doing a good job at it. So when you continue on with your education, you're not going to try to become a journalist or work in the school newspaper. How about using some of your skills that you learned here in your classes, like your research skills? Can you find that useful as you move on? Probably not. So you don't like journalism? You don't think research skills are going to be useful in the future for you either?
I do.
You do?
I don't know how I'm gonna be. Wait. I take that back for research skills because I think in the future this whole world will be controlled by technology.
Wow, wouldn't that be a great story to write about?
Yeah, but I don't want to start over. I hate it.
But you notice how you just talked about something that might actually make a great story. In the future, this whole world might be run by technology.
But Sean already got that.
So journalism is the story of what? Story of whom? Story of what? Story of us. It's the story of us. All right. Thank you. Do you think we convinced her at all?
No.
No? Well, what are you gonna do? What are you working on?
I'm working on if is the percentage of homeless people increasing in Philadelphia.
Wow, what have you found so far?
Well, I found out that there's at least 134,000 homeless children.
Just children alone?
Just children.
Wow. Can I give you a suggestion? Can you find out homeless and veterans? I hear there are a lot of veterans that are homeless, and you might be able to get some information there. All right?
Okay. I'm done.
What are you working on? What are you working on?
I'm working on the 10 safety tips around pools.
Around swimming pools?
Around swimming pools.
Why? Is that because summer's coming up soon?
Yes, and some people hurt themselves because sometimes they run when the ground is wet, and they slip and fall into the pool, and they may not know how to swim.
Do you use the swimming pool in the summer? Do you use the swimming pool in the summer yourself? Thank you.
What's happening now? I'm gonna be doing this, and then I'm gonna put it in